People ask me what my brand is. I don't have a brand. I've got a message. It's about getting out of your own way. It's about getting your life to work. And it's about emotional freedom. And I would extend that sentiment to everybody who's here today. Because think of all the people who heard about this event or who read about it and did not take the stand that you took for yourself when you woke up this morning and you got yourself here. All right, let's remember, we're going to change the word want to the word create. It's going to make all the difference. We're going to flip it outside of want, reaching outside of ourselves for our happiness, and we're going to start here with what can I create? That's the most powerful question I can imagine. What can I create? So I'm going to read a short excerpt from my book because it demonstrates what I'm talking about today in the realm of empowerment. And it's a real-life moment in which I have an epiphany. And so I hope it's helpful to you in realizing your dreams. And I'm just going to set up the scene a little bit before I read. So, all right, other than wanting to be a published writer to wide acclaim, I had another dream that I'd dreamed just as long as I'd wanted to be a published author. And that was to return to Italy, where I had lived my junior year in college with this fantastic host family. Well, if you met me up until a few years ago, probably within the first 10 minutes of our conversation, you would have heard all about my year in Italy, picking pomegranates and walnuts and drinking Chianti and running around in the hills of Tuscany. And, you know, it would have been it would have been a labor of love for you to listen to me talk about it because I just couldn't shut up about Italy. But I never went back. 25 years, I didn't go back. Right? So we all have our Italy, a fierce dream that we have that is actually within our control. My thought process in that time was the kids are too young, I don't have enough money, I've got a mortgage to pay, I got to work, blah, 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 blah. I got to get that mole checked out. You know, the list was a mile long about why I couldn't go back to Italy as if it was like, you know, heaven that I wanted to go to. You know, Delta actually flies to Italy. I couldn't control getting published, but the Italy dream was different. The Italy dream was something I could actually create and bring into fruition. So here's what happened. One day I was at the health food store and I ran into a friend of mine and she was positively beaming. She was radiant. And I said, Melissa, what's going on in your life? And mind you, this is a woman who has 3 jobs and a brand new baby. And she said, oh, I just returned from 3 months in Italy. Or maybe it was like, I don't know, 3 weeks, but every time I tell it, it's a stretch. And I said, oh, I lived in Italy my junior year in college with this fabulous family, and I picked pomegranates and walnuts and drank Chianti. She said, what's your problem? Just go back. And I thought, well, yeah, what's my problem? So I went home, I called Delta. I swear they're not paying me to say that, but it's like the only airline that flies from Montana where I live. And I had enough frequent flyer miles to go to Italy, bring my daughter on the mother-daughter dream of my life. I called my host family. They said, oh, Laura, we would love to pick you up at the airport, and we'll put you up at our beautiful villa in Tuscany, and we'll give you our car. Do you know how many years I suffered for not giving myself that completely fathomable dream? 25. So I want you to consider, what is your Italy? What is the thing that you can control, that you can create in your lives? Our happiness, our ability to love, to be in a place of harmony with ourselves and beyond, is not outside ourselves. Our happiness is not outside ourselves. But what if there isn't anywhere to get? What if you're already there, no matter where you are or where you wake? Doesn't that feel easy on the brain? Maybe the bumper stickers don't lie. What if there is no there? Maybe we don't have to cross oceans after all. Thank you.
We went back last summer and she said, Mom, I was too young. Yeah, I was 16. Oh, you went? Oh, you already went? Yeah, we want to go back. Well, now she's
for